Today we are going to see the definition for mean free path. In the yesterday's lecture we have seen the definition for free path. So within the gas container, a number of molecules are under motion. They have collision with each other. During collision, they change their path, but their collision is such that it is said to be an elastic collision. The collision is said to be an elastic collision. So keep in mind, elastic collision. So what is by elastic collision? There is a conservation of energy and momentum. So whenever there is a conservation of energy and momentum after the collision between the two, it is said to be a elastic collision. Collision between two, it is said to be elastic collision. म्हणजे काय? त्याच्यामध्ये एनर्जीचा लॉस नाही, मोमेंटमचा लॉस नाही. Okay? So in the last lecture we discussed about the definition for free path. Okay? Now we will see the definition for mean free path. Successive two collision. This is one collision. Second successive collision. Third successive collision. Fourth successive collision. Fifth successive collision. The distance or length followed by the molecules between two successive collision. The length followed by two molecules between two successive collision, it is called as the free path. Okay? And if I take average of all successive collisions, this is one successive collision, second, third one, fourth one, fifth one. So average of all free path of the molecules during the successive collisions, it is called as the mean free path. Suppose this collision whose free path is said to be lambda 1. Second collision between these two, it is lambda 2. Third collision, it is said to be lambda 3. Fourth collision, it is said to be lambda 4. And fifth collision, it is said to be lambda 5. I want average of all the collisions, because what is that? It is a straight line followed. It is a straight line followed. Straight line followed or straight line followed between the two successive collisions. It is said to be a free path. And average of all free paths. Okay? The average of all free paths of gas molecules is called as mean free path. Average is called as mean free path. Then what is the mean free path formula here? Mean free path lambda is equal to first free path lambda 1, second free path lambda 2, third free path lambda 3. आपण average क्या लागणार आहे? Lambda 4 up to how many molecules are present within the container? There are n molecules. There are n molecules are present. So I can write for nth molecule free path is said to be lambda n divided by total number of molecules, that is n. Total number of molecules, that is n. So mean free path can be written as it is the average of all free path of the gas molecules. All free path of the gas molecules, it is said to be a mean free path. But is there any specific direction for this free path or mean free path? No. One is moving in x, second is moving in negative x, third moving in a y, fourth moving in a negative y. So there is no certain direction. For example, one molecule may moving in this direction plus x, second may moving in this direction negative x. So what is lambda 1 plus lambda 2? Lambda 1 plus lambda 2 means lambda 1 minus lambda 2. Lambda 1 plus lambda 2, but directions are opposite. So lambda 1 minus lambda 2 is said to be 0. Then we don't want this 0. We want some value which gives a specific whole number. Is 0. Then how to get a positive value of free path? If this is the lambda plus x. For second molecule, suppose minus lambda. If you take this square, what you will get? Lambda square. Means when you get a square of the particular value, you will get a positive value for the particular thing. Maybe the mean free path or maybe in terms of a velocity. Okay. So I can write here the definition for mean velocity first. Okay, mean velocity. Suppose first collision झालं इथं लॅम्बडा 1 साठी काय असणार आहे collision लॅम्बडा 1 साठी बघा for first free path lambda 1 c1 is the velocity of molecule during lambda 1 collision. c1 is the velocity of the molecule during lambda 2 collision. free path lambda 2 free path मध्ये c2 is the velocity of this is molecule first, this is molecule second up to last free path lambda n. यांची velocity काय असणार आहे cn ने असली तो capital N cn. Okay, so it is the velocity of molecule n. Okay, so during the motion the velocity of the molecules are c1 c2 c3 up to the last molecule who is moving, last molecule which is moving with the velocity cn. Then how to take their mean velocity? जसं mean free path चा mean घेतला तसं या सगळ्या velocity चं काय केलं पाहिजे mean घ्यायला पाहिजे. म्हणजे तुम्हाला काय डेफिनेशन मिळणार आहे mean velocity. Okay, so we can define the definition for mean velocity when number of molecules which are moving with the velocities c1 c2 c3 up to cn when their free paths are lambda 1 lambda 2 lambda 3 up to lambda n. So let us define the definition for mean free path. अगदी सिंपल कन्सेप्ट आहे लक्षात घ्या. c1 is the velocity for free path lambda 1. Okay, mean velocity for free path lambda 1 velocity c1 for first molecule, mean path lambda 2 velocity c2 for second molecule, lambda 3 c3 lambda n cn. The mean velocity is nothing but it is defined as the arithmetic mean, the arithmetic mean of all the velocities, the arithmetic mean of all the velocities of gas molecules is called as mean velocity. Is called as a mean velocity. Okay, is called as the mean velocity. So how to write this mean velocity? It is c bar is equal to c1 plus c2 plus c3 up to cn divided by bar n. Is it clear?
काय मोबाईलला झाले म्हणा.
So this is the c1 c2 c3 for number of free path lambda 1 lambda 2 and lambda 3 up to the last free path lambda n. You will get the last velocity cn. So arithmetic mean of all the velocities of the gas molecules within the container. This is the process which happens within the container only. You cannot see the arithmetic mean when molecules are free outside the container. No. If there is a restriction, then only within this restriction gas molecules are randomly moving, and their arithmetic mean is said to be c1 plus c2 plus c3 up to the last velocity of the nth molecule. It is a cn divided by number of molecules, and you will get the definition for mean velocity. Okay, but as I have told earlier, when the one molecule moving with velocity c1 in a positive x direction, second molecule moving Keep in mind, this is the random motion of gas molecules. We can't say all the molecules which are moving in a specific direction. Always there is a random direction. So this is the possibility. Second molecule which is moving in this direction, minus x. So what is the mean value here? What is your guess? C1 minus C2 is equal to 0. But we want a positive value. Means what? We have to square the velocity. If you get this minus C2 square, you will get simply C2 square. You will get simply here C2 square. No? So how to square the velocity for the number of gas molecules when they are under random motion? So the next definition comes due to the random motion of the gas molecules within the gas container is mean square velocity. It is mean square velocity. It is represented by c bar square. How to define? But see, there is a velocity which is under random motion. That's why there is a concept of mean square velocity. To get square of the negative value, you will get a positive value. That's why the mean square velocity. It can be defined as the average of mean square velocity, square of average of the square of average means can mean. Okay, you can write the square of mean of, or you can write the square of average of all the velocities. All the velocities means for nth molecules. Okay, all the velocities of gas molecules called as mean square velocity is called as mean square velocity. How to write this mean square velocity? C bar square. This is the symbolic representation for showing the mean square velocity. C bar square is equal to, now it is C1 square, maybe plus, maybe minus, but square is plus. Plus x is x, c square, minus x axis, minus c. If you take a square of any minus number, it is always plus. That's why here it is a plus C1 square plus C2 square, C3 square up to Cn square divided by number of molecules. Number of molecules square केला तर molecule square केला तर 10 चे किती 100 molecules होती? No. Number of molecules within the gas remains the same. Only there is the square of the velocities. So mean square velocity is defined as the square of average of all the velocities of gas molecules is called as the mean square velocity. C bar square is equal to C1 square plus C2 square plus C3 square up to the last molecule velocity, it is a Cn square divided by n. Now this is the next definition, square root. म्हणजे बघा velocity वाढणार पण नाही, कमी होणार पण नाही. स्क्वेअर रूट घेतला तर याच्या आसपास कुठेतरी तुम्हाला याची व्हॅल्यू मिळणार आहे. सो स्क्वेअर mean square root घ्या किंवा square root मीन घ्या, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. Here I can write root mean square घ्या किंवा square root मीन घ्या. The square root mean velocity. Mean square velocity, square root mean square root velocity. That case मेरा हो गया direct definition to square root velocity. हा जो काय mean square आला त्याचं काय करायचं square root. So here I can write the square root of, simply we can write here root mean square. म्हणजे definition तुम्हाला exactly लक्षात राहील. root mean square, root mean square velocity. How to define here root mean square. The square root of here mean square velocity. The square root of mean square velocity. Mean square velocity of all the gas molecules. All the gas molecules is called as a root mean square. Means how to get the root of this value? CRMS. What is this CRMS? Root mean square. Root mean square of this all mean square velocities. Right? CRMS. It is equal to how C square root get okay, C1 square plus C2 square, C3 square up to last molecule square velocity Cn square divided by number of molecules n. फक्त काय केलं मीन स्क्वेअर वेलोसिटीचं काय घेतलं स्क्वेअर रूट घेतलं. CRMS root mean square. It is the square root of mean square velocity. Square root of mean square velocity is called as the root mean square. So these are the basic definitions: mean velocity, mean square velocity, and root mean square velocity. Okay. Now these are the molecules which are under motion. So I can draw here motion of these molecules. During their motion, what is happening within the gas container? So this is the gas container. Okay, molecules which are under motion. These are the molecules which are under motion. During motion, they possess some energy because in motion they possess energy means they possess some kinetic energy of 1 mv square. These are the molecules which are moving with kinetic energy 1 mv square. What happens when it comes to the boundary of this container? When it comes to this boundary of the container, they try to push this boundary, but the dimensions of gas molecule is very less than the boundary of the particular gas container. That's why molecules get reflected back, or I can say they are just changing the positions. Now these molecules, there are also molecules present. Okay, these molecules exert the pressure on the boundary, exert the pressure on the gas container, but after putting the pressure means force per unit area. Suppose this molecule which can apply pressure here. How much pressure is present here due to these molecules? Force per unit area. That gives pressure exerted by that gas molecules on the gas container. बघा एक मॉलिक्यूल मोशन मध्ये आहे. किती मोशन मध्ये 1 mv square means it is under motion. Kinetic energy, that is the kinetic theory of these gases. Chapter नावच आहे kinetic theory of the gases. So these gas molecules which exert pressure on the container boundaries, how much pressure they are exerting? Force per unit area. They are applying the force on the boundary per unit area of the boundary means they apply pressure P on the boundary. Okay, then how much pressure P they are applying on the particular gas container? That expression we are going to find in the next lecture. But before that, we will see this is the gas container. Okay, which consists of n number of molecules. Okay, this small m indicates mass of molecules. Okay, n indicates number of molecules, n number of molecules. m is said to be mass of one molecule. या केस मध्ये म्हणतो mass of one molecules. मग इथं मी असं म्हणू शकतो का nm I can say total mass of system किंवा molecule. So nm is important point here. Total mass किती आहे n into m. प्रत्येक molecule चा mass किती आहे m. into number of molecules कितने हैं n. So Nm indicates total mass of the molecule. So this concept is very important. N, M, and this is need to be your Nm. But when these molecules are under motion, they may moving in a positive direction, they may moving in a negative direction. But in the next case, there are three possible directions along which the gas molecules can be moving. They may moving along x, y, and z. But when they are under motion, when they reflect from the boundary, they are moving in negative velocities. So during positive velocity, negative velocity, how much momentum is imparted on them? Using that value of the momentum, we are going to find the force, and using the value of the force, we are going to find the pressure exerted by gas molecules within the container. That question could be asked for the examination for 4 marks. So in the next lecture, we are going to see the expression for pressure exerted by the molecules. Okay, so you can stop here. Thank you.